And welcome back to Carl Prusa MMA. I'm with the UFC fighter, Mr. Phil Rowe. Phil, we're here at Fusion X-Cel. Why do you choose to come to this gym, and how do you think it helps you with your performances out there in the UFC?
Well, I've been here now since the start of this gym, 2017. I've known Julien Williams a long time, and I knew to get to the next level, this was the training I needed. People know who he is. They know his pedigree. They know his level of MMA grappling. So for me, out of all the gyms, out of all the coaches, he had the sauce to get me to the next level. You know, when you look at our gym, I don't know if there's another gym that have so many guys from ground zero that made it to the big leagues. You know, and not only from ground zero, from a deficit, you know, guys that were losing, guys that came here on losing streaks. And not only did he turn that around, he got them to the highest level. So it's easy to take a Division I wrestler and turn him into a UFC fighter. It's easy to take a world champion kickboxer. But when you got guys that are coming here that are losing fights and you put them on win streaks, you know what I mean? The proof's in the pudding. I got here, I was 0-2 as a pro. People tell me to hang it up. That's not for me. I went on a 8-fight win streak, got to the UFC, 3 knockouts in a row in the UFC. Now I'm on my 3rd contract in the UFC. So if that isn't a testament to what my coaches are doing here, I don't know what is.
How do you like acting as a mentor for some of the amateur guys and the younger pros in the gym?
It feels good, you know. I'm not going to say it doesn't feel good, but that's not what my intent, you know. I'm just trying to be the best I can be, right? I'm trying to be better than I was yesterday. That's my only goal. You know, I don't want to leave nothing in the tank when I'm gone. And if I can lead by example, if I can lead by in the front, then hey, you know, I'm doing the right thing. So for me, it's just leading by my works, by my actions. And if that is inspiring people, if these guys are saying that I'm that guy, I'd rather have it organic like that, you know?
At the end of 2022, you got a fight in Orlando at the Amway Center against Nico Price. What was that victory like, being able to win from your hometown crowd?
It was a good feeling, man. I'm not gonna lie, it was a great feeling. I just wish the UFC pushed me, you know? Like, you gotta bet on the hometown guy, you know? I'm so tapped in with the city after that. Like, I'm the only fighter in Orlando at the time in the UFC, right? Obviously, everybody knows Mike Perry, teammate of mine. Like, he's fighting BKFC now. But like, you got a guy like me, you gotta push me. You know, they didn't push me before the fight. They didn't give me the media push. They didn't let the city know that I was fighting. I did the best I could, but when you're talking the UFC, you're talking the machine, the platform. You know, they brought me out to the basketball game. I was sitting floor side. They didn't have me on the court. You know, like, they missed a lot of shit with me. You know, and it is what it is. You gotta be undeniable. I guess I wasn't undeniable, and I just gotta keep knocking people out till I am. But I feel like if they pushed me, they threw me that alley-oop. I'm a businessman. I'm a part of the company too. It's not like I'm somebody off the street. If they threw me that alley-oop, I clearly fucking slam dunked it, and literally, you know. So now, like, a lot of players in Orlando Magics, a lot of athletes in Orlando, the city shows me love. I just wish the machine, the UFC, did a better job pushing me prior.
You know, correct me if I'm wrong, but a couple days before that fight, didn't you do like a toy drive or a sneaker drive or something like that?
Yeah, so I did a sneaker drive. Philly Fresh sneaker drive was my first sneaker drive. When I was young, I didn't have all the sneakers that I wanted and dreamed of. And I got to a point, I'm in my crib, I'm like, man, this is out of hand. I got too many shoes. And I just felt inclined to do something. So I just started giving away shoes. My buddy's like, yo, man, you got to tell people about what you're doing. I don't like to advertise it simply because I'm doing it from my heart. And he's like, nah, you got a platform now, Phil. So somebody can get behind you and help you with sustainability, help you with day-to-day functions of what you're doing. You know, you're worried about fighting. So once I've done that, now I had a team around me that helped me orchestrate the drive, and I was able to give away a couple thousand pair of kicks, you know. So now pretty much how I live my life, every one shoe I buy, I give away 2.
Is this something you're still doing with those shoe drives?
Yeah,
this happened this past year?
So, and once again, I kind of go quiet, you know, but I'm always tapped in with the community. I'm always helping kids where I can. I'm always donating. So pretty much, like I said, every one pair of sneaker I buy, I give away 2. So it's just an ongoing process.
Most recently, you took on Neil Magny. Decision, not what you wanted. Any takeaways from that performance?
Take risk. Henry Cejudo, he's a big mentor of mine. I take a lot what he says as gold. Literally, he's a gold medalist. That's extremely hard to do. I think he's the youngest American gold medalist in history. And he just like, look, Phil, man, you're great. Believe in yourself. You got the skill set. Take risk. And at this point, like, I've built my skill set. I know I can compete with anybody on the planet at 170. It's not a question. I know I can. What I've done in this gym, what I've done in other people's gyms, what I've got on planes and been sparring partners for the best guys in the world, I know I can do it. I just gotta get out my head and do it. And granted, I'm trucking, you know, like, I'm still winning fights, I'm still finishing fights. I got a 100% finish rate. But if I can do all this and I know I'm not tapped into who I really am and who I really can be and what I am in the gym, I just got to take risk, you know. I got to stop worrying about the outcome as much, go out there and be myself and take risk, and I know good things will happen.
Last question, Phil. What are the goals for 2024?
3 fights, ranked. I'm better than these guys. I just am. It's not me talking shit. Nobody trains as much as me. Nobody's doing this like I'm doing this. It's a fact. I'm a basketball player from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a black belt in jiu-jitsu for real. You know, a lot of these guys getting black belts by submitting guys in fights. I'm a black belt in the gi for real. You know, like, I'm a true martial artist. I am obsessed with fighting. You know, I fight on Saturday. I'm in the gym on Monday. And not for a flex, not for a gimmick, that's just how I live, you know? Like, I broke my hand, I'm in the gym the next day, taking notes, watching. I know I'm better than these guys. I know I can beat these guys. I just got to go out there and show it, and I'm gonna.
That's Phil Rowe. I'm Carlo Prusa. Stick around.